back. For those who joined in late, we are speaking of an institution which has indulged in mass copying, where the faculty members themselves are pressurized by the principal to assist the students in cheating. Now we're talking of this college, and we have the faculty member who exposes corruption. We also have very well-known educational and career counselor, Dr. Ali Khwaja, who is here in the studio with us. And we have a lot of callers joining us. We have the first caller from KR Puram, who wishes to remain anonymous. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, yes.
Sir, I would like to really salute Mr. Kundan, sir, for his achievement of doing the best job he can do. I am a degree student and I have written my exam and just come out of my exam.
If you want to salute him, you can applaud him from there.
Yes, I am applauding him for
You
what he
can
has
applaud
done.
him. You can applaud him audibly. So let's hear your applause.
Yes, sir.
Awesome,
Because
awesome.
he has done the best job any lecturer can do, and he should not worry about his job, sir.
Awesome, awesome.
Because he can find any job, and I would love to have a lecturer like that any day.
Awesome.
Now my question is here that suppose now what is the next step that can happen after this? Because all our exams are almost done and we have one more exam coming up. So what can be done?
Okay. All the exams are over. They have one more exam. What can be done? Would you like to answer that question?
You study in different college, right? Hello?
Yeah, he studies in a different college.
Different college.
Kerpuram is east.
Okay, so you don't have to really worry about that.
Yeah.
And the students also who are writing exams there, they can be transferred to different colleges, and it's not a big issue.
Absolutely.
So if I can lose my job, definitely they can change the college.
Absolutely.
Sure, no problem. We can get you another job actually. There's not only one college.
Yeah.
But then, see, now even in that college it's just happened. So even other colleges must be having the same thing.
Correct.
But the teachers are not coming forward and putting it up. And for toppers, I'm talking about people who score very high, they still keep wondering why is this happening.
Okay. See, only where a case of cheating is proved can the college, can that institution, can they take some penal action against that institution. But if there is no case of cheating proved, then you cannot do anything. But in this case, this case of cheating has been proved against this institution. So perhaps for this year, the authorities can be expected to take some action. Correct, Dr. Ali?
Absolutely. They should make an example out of these people so that the others at least get some sort of fear in them that they cannot get away.
Absolutely.
I think they are getting a little too free to think that within the four walls of the college, what we do, the lecturers have to cooperate with us because of the way they threatened Kundan and said it's your bread and butter, so you can't go against
Absolutely.
us.
In the good old days, they used to have invigilating squads.
Yes.
So the moment there's an exam, there would be a squad from the Bangalore University. Those squads would go all around.
Yes.
And that squad often consisted of very eminent and people of integrity.
Yes.
Now they went surreptitiously to different institutions, checked out.
That's right.
I guess that squad system will have to get even more vigilant
Very true.
to deal with something like this.
Can I add something to that? What was happening there? Squad was there, but they kept all track of him, and after that, two members from the faculty team, they were outside the gate. If somebody is coming from the outside, they will run inside the college and they will tell the
Alert
principal,
the
yes,
college.
alert the college, that it is happening.
Okay,
They
so
are coming
there is
for
a
the checkup.
squad,
Yes.
but the college has found a way to cheat even on that count. Even if a squad does come in, there are two faculty members at the gate who will alert the entire college premise that the squad is here. So that way they nullify the effect of that squad.
Correct.
Now, the system of cheating goes on because they find a way or some means to overcome the hindrance. So I guess we'll need to look up and revise our ways to invigilate
Correct.
or overhaul the system, because GRE there is no cheating. GMAT, there's no cheating. Even the IAM,
Yes.
common admission test, there's no
Yes.
cheating there.
That's right.
So I guess the system needs an overhaul where there is no incentive to cheat.
That's right. That's right.
So I guess that's a long-term measure.
Yes, but it should be implemented as fast as possible.
Okay, now we've seen cases of multiple question paper leaks at PU, second PU examination level. Now here we see an entire institution indulging in cheating. Is this all, just the tip of the iceberg, or is there much, or is this just, that's it?
No, it is the tip of an iceberg because there is a lot going on. I'm sure this is not the only college in Bangalore which is indulging in this. But as I said, they are the bad apples. It does not mean that the entire education system, all managements, all principals are like that. I personally know dozens of principals who hold impeccable values and morals, and hats off to them for standing against the pressures that they sometimes come under from various vested interests, but they resist that pressure and they ensure that their college, the teaching is done properly. But whenever somebody like this is found, and it's very rare that they are actually caught as you have done, because it took a lot of courage of Kundan, it took a lot of obviously, planning out on behalf of TV9. So all that was done. And now that it has come out in the open, this should definitely be set as an example so that others get scared that any day something can happen to them. And the punishment should be meted out.
Should be exemplary and should be meted out. We have another caller joining us.
Hello.
From Kurnool, AP, we have a caller. Yes. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, please go and share your thoughts.
Sir, congratulations to Mr. Harishchandra.
Mr. Satya Harishchandra, congratulations to Mr. Kundan Singh. Okay.
I am also a teacher, sir, but really, I am speaking from Andhra Pradesh. There are so many institutions like that.
Okay.
Really, they are not coming out. Really, congratulations to Satya Harishchandra, really.
Okay. You can give him a round of applause from your place where you're calling.
Yes, sir.
Awesome,
Okay, sir.
awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe you can later on give me the names of the colleges. I'll do sting operation at all the places.
Okay, maybe you can give, you can list out, we can strategically expose them.
He is a retired principal, sir. He is also congratulating his
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir. I am the retired principal of AP Residential Junior College.
Okay.
I really congratulate Kundan Singh for his excellent work.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have another caller joining us. Babu Rao is joining us from JP Nagar.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, Mr. Babu Rao.
Sir, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
And congratulations first to News 9.
Thank you. Congratulations
And,
to Kundan Singh.
and most important, sir, I think Kundan really has become a rare breed of Satya Harishchandra today.
Absolutely.
It requires a lot of courage to really come out like this. And it's unfortunate, sir. It's very unfortunate because I also administer one of the top schools. But before I get into that, I see three dimensions to this problem. One is the dimensions of the parents pressurizing and the students finding all means and ways to somehow score. And second is a proliferation of schools and colleges which has come only with money as the only criteria.
Absolutely.
And the third is, sir, I think we have bad apples in teachers. I wish the whole school, all the teachers had decided to boycott and said, no, we will not work here. There is no dearth of opportunity for such people in many colleges. They would have been welcome across Bangalore in many schools and colleges. I think a mass movement has to be started for cleaning up. The last thing is, you look at GMAT and other exams in Nigeria, they have already been using digital technology for examination, where the questions come randomly, each individual has to answer in the prescribed time. And there is no way anybody can cheat.
Absolutely.
A lot of cleaning up is required, and with panelists like Ali and others, there is a lot of thinking required on how the entire exam is to be conducted and how the importance is not about the score, but it is about the multiple intelligence of a child and facilitating the child to become what he should become and not just from the marks.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us with all those details. We have another final caller in this little session. This caller is calling from Banargata. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
First of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Kundan Singh and one more guest, Dr. Ali Khwaja, sir. You are doing wonderful job in Bangalore. And this is a very, very serious issue, sir, in India. Even government is trying to bring all private universities and these institutions that doesn't have any ethics and values. They want admissions.
Absolutely.
Even in Hyderabad also, Hyderabad School Parents Association, they have started against schools exploitation. Even if you want, I will provide also one. Lakshmi is there in Hyderabad, sir, who is leading that association.
Agitation.
Even Bangalore is also there. One Mr. Manu is there. Even I would like to ask Kundan Singh, don't leave it at this point. You continue, actually. You have to become like Arvind Kejriwal in this aspect. Sir, thank you very much. Please provide your numbers, sir. Any blog also or any thing contact, and people will support you like anything. And you have to bring good teachers like you. Each and every institution, they have at least one or two lecturers, teachers. They will follow you and you will get support.
Surely.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Kundan Singh, do you have a blog where people can support you?
I'll start
Yes,
Okay.
you should.
today itself.
Can you think of some identity so we can speak about it right now? Dr. Ali, can you help him with that?
Yes, we can create a
blog.
and an
Can-
identity
Yeah.
very soon.
Can you
and,
give some kind of an address where people can call you?
they can log on to banjaraacademy.org.
Okay.
We will support the
Okay.
thing.
Okay,
www.banjaraacademy.org.
Okay, for starters, you can write your mails to www.banjaraacademy.org, www.banjara, B for Bangalore, BANJARA, Banjara, ACADEMY, Academy, one word, .org. For starters, you can write to them. They will have a blog soon to host our Satya Harishchandra, but soon he will have something substantial by himself. For starters, you can log in there.
Yes.
In fact, okay, so in all this, one thing that you're seeing is overwhelming support from the people. People are always looking for that hero who can stand up and fight for them, and suddenly you've emerged as the hero.
So I would like to tell them just one thing. Don't wait for the hero. You are the hero yourself.
Yes.
Just you have to take your heart out and speak to your heart that what is correct and what is wrong. And then you will find that you are a hero to yourself. And just it takes little bit of courage to actually we are very scared. In whatever way we are very scared. And until we are courageous, we cannot fight all this. So just one word, be courageous. You can be hero to yourself. That's it.
Where do you draw your courage from?
My father.
Your father?
Yes, my father. He's working in Indian Army.
Wow.
So that's what I have learned from him. That whatever is the conditions, you have to stand by yourself for what is true.
For what is the truth, you have to stand up.
Yes.
Wow. And truth will always prevail.
Correct. Maybe not today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, but it will.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not day after tomorrow, but truth will prevail.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So let me ask you, what if you were caught?
If,
Now, God forbid,
yeah.
but even as you are there recording, let's say your principal caught you What was your plan B? How would you have wriggled out of that?
The plan B was still TV9 was there to support me.
Okay.
So I just have to give them call.
Okay.
Or I have to run out from the institution as fast as possible and come out.
Okay.
Because the security system was very, very, very tight. And you won't believe we were not allowed to speak to even our colleagues. So we cannot share our thoughts also with our colleagues also. So
You don't know who's another cheat there.
Correct. So
They're all people of compromised integrity. Okay.
yeah.
So the plan B was you get in.
Yeah.
In case you get caught, you call up News 9, TV9, and even if that fails, you run as fast as your legs can carry you out of the institution.
Correct.
How far is the college campus, the building from the gate?
It is around 250 meters, I guess.
Okay.
But there are a lot of security guard in between.
How many security guards are there?
Maybe 4-5 near the gate and 2-3 will be walking around.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-5 near the gate, 2-3 walking around the
Yeah.
institution. Did you plan at what speed you'll have to run, which direction you'll have to take, how you'll have to beat them?
I am a mathematics lecturer, so obviously I have to do that.
Okay, you're a mathematics lecturer, so tell us your plan.
So that was what I planned, that if I am caught, I have to run fast as possible to the gate side and I have to find some way out so that I can go out. If I can go out, I am done. So that's it.
Okay. So as fast as possible from the building,
Yeah.
you will have to cross the gate.
Yeah.
And once you have crossed the gate, how would you escape from there? Because they can still chase you and hack you down.
They can still chase me, but after that it's really difficult because inside at least I can be safe, but outside I cannot be safe.
You cannot be
because
safe.
the area is very dangerous.
The area is very dangerous.
The area is isolated.
Isolated, wooded area.
Correct.
So even if they chop you up into pieces, nobody will know.
No,
So
that is
what is your plan there then?
To be chopped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you even think that you would die?
I thought, but I thought ki if I am doing for the society, like you take case of my father, he'll not give a second thought. He have to die in the battle. So this is what I thought.
He has
Ki
served
if-
in many operations.
Yes.
Okay.
Now if I have to die, I'm just dying for the cause of society. There's nothing, no benefit that I am having.
Okay.
There's nothing.
So you were even prepared to face death.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we have a caller joining us. We have a caller, Mohammed Jamal, calling us from Mangaluru. Yes, Mr. Mohammed Jamal.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
And my big salute to Mr. Satya Chandra.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, great.
Yeah, it means thank you for your sting operation. It's a lesson to all colleges. And it's nothing but they are doing just a business.
Absolutely.
I would like to ask one question from you. That recently one MLA has spoken something about the colleges doing the business. What do you say about that?
Can you repeat the question, please?
No, he doesn't know the statement made about doing
that's
business.
recently, because this is nothing but a business. They are asking the people, students to get pass and get the good business.
Okay, but Kundan Singh is not aware of what they said.
No, in the video that they spoke about.
Yeah, just.
Can
because,
you reduce
they are
your
just,
TV volume? Can you reduce the volume on your television set? Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
recently there was a statement by one of our ministers saying that they are doing the business. They are used some Nazi word, which I cannot express on the TV.
Okay.
That answer maybe can be
Okay,
best
Dr.
person
Ali,
to
do you know the
best
sequence?
person.
Yes. I do know the statement, and since it has been.
Yeah, what is the
public,
statement?
The statement is that they are behaving like prostitutes. So since it's out in the media, it's not secret.
Okay.
And that was the statement made by a very responsible politician for
H.
whatever his
Anjaneya.
reason. Yes. that's
Anjaneya,
right.
sitting
That's
minister,
right.
made a statement
That's right.
that some of these educational institutions
Yes.
are
yes.
worse than prostitutes.
Yes, and while there was a lot of slack against
Lot
him
of
for
hue
having
and cry.
used such a word, but then it is these horrible people
Absolutely.
who have
It is-
proved him right.
It is action like this
Yes.
that belittles the cause of education. In
Yes.
fact, H. Anjaneya, when you see them, stands vindicated.
Yes, exactly.
H. Anjaneya, although the statement was very harsh,
Yes.
although the words he used was very foul, the language was very inappropriate, but the intention was to expose institutions like these. If you take that, then how do you respond? Was it a
Yes, I think since people as eminent as him are aware, I'm sure he made that statement based on some such knowledge, inner knowledge, which he would have had of these few bad colleges. I wish a person like that takes it up and does something about it. He has now seen that it's come out in the open. There are people like Kundan who have braved it out.
Absolutely.
Now it's up to the people in authority like the ministers and all these people to take up this cause and say that yes, we are with you and we are going to clean up the whole system.
Okay.
It's not difficult.
Now, Kundan, let me tell you, this is H. Anjaneya as a minister in Karnataka. He said institutions like these, education institutions, they behave worse than prostitutes or like prostitutes. So how do you respond to such a statement? You think they behave worse than prostitutes?
It's true actually, but such words cannot be used.
You cannot use such harsh language.
That's what.
But the use of language is not correct. It's very inappropriate. But the intention of using it is.
Yeah.
So how do you respond to that?
Whatever he told, it was correct only because you see in the statement what the principal gives here is, we have to do this for the admissions. So ultimately they will fall down to any level to get admissions. So this is what they need. At the end of the day, how much is the admissions, how much revenue they are generating.
Do you think the minister stands vindicated for making such a statement? By such institutions, by the actions of such institutions?
I don't know really what to say on this.
Okay.
But
you wouldn't pardon him for the use of the word prostitute, but the what he intends to say on that count?
That's correct. What he intends to say, it's absolutely correct, because there are various colleges in Bangalore which has been doing this, and there are very few colleges which are very strict. Let me tell you one thing. I have given all my exams in VET center.
In VET center?
VET center. That's somewhere to Banargata roadside.
Okay.
Let me tell you, they were strict like anything. Okay. And they have put in their notice board that we are strict, that's why people have problem with us.
Okay. There is a college on Banargata Road called VET College, where you studied.
Yeah. I didn't study, my examination center was
Your
there.
examination center.
Correct.
And that center was strict.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have good colleges also.
Yes.
Okay. Tyagarajan is joining us from Madiwala.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Tyagarajan.
Yeah, very good morning. Really, Mr. Kundan has done a wonderful job, which will be a great teaching for the children as well as for the teachers. Okay. So I would like to call Mr. Kundan instead of Harichandra as a Socrates.
Okay.
We study about the Socrates and his students Plato. So we do not have any Socrates literature. Do you know what Socrates told to Plato? Socrates told to Plato, see, you wanted whatever I am teaching to you to be written. And he asked, so whatever the food you consume or you taste, you like it. Do you write it and keep it and you don't go for it again? So if you like my teaching, you should come to my class once again and again. Absolutely. So there is no point of writing my lectures or teaching and publishing it. The same thing, what I say, even we go for the doctoral degrees and PhDs and all, there is a copying of literature is going on. Millions of doctorates are coming. So what is the result we are getting? There is no innovations, there is no inventors. And what the Socrates told, no, sir, when you die, the what you are teaching, it cannot be taught to the students. So we want you to write as a books. Then even he said, what you referred, no, you said we are all prepared to die. Socrates told to Plato, we are all born to die. And what we have to serve for the people, that we have to teach the people. There is no meaning in making ourselves popularized in order to make ourselves focusing in the public.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, okay. Then he said, I am beyond ethics or correct, what is correct or incorrect. So the thing has to be the efficiency of the the students or the plateau, he said, you are my student, I want to see you increase your efficiency. That doesn't mean you are copying or you are correcting me or you are saying ethics or you are I am correct or incorrect. See, it is that when you follow me, whatever teaching you learn from me, automatically it will increase your efficiency.
That's right.
But you see copy or you keep something right and keep it in a cupboard and you forgot it and you are not going to learn it, it makes no sense for you as well as for me.
Okay, okay.
So
Thank
what
you.
I am trying to say here is, it is not that we talk about the ethics or correct or incorrect.
Okay.
So if you leave the copying habit, what we learn from the teachers as such, if it is practiced, no, our students' efficiency will increase.
Okay, okay. I get the idea. Thank you for joining us with all those details, with the thoughts of Socrates, Aristotle, and Plato. For those who joined in late, we are talking of Kundan Singh, a young lecturer in Bengaluru, who was working at a city college, who exposed the corruption in the college, who exposed the cheating in the college, because he has brought us details of how the principal was forcing him to help children to copy, students to copy. And he's here in our studio. We also have Dr. Ali, well-known educational counselor, well-known career counselor, here in our studio. Well, for those who joined in late, let's tell you that Kundan Singh has helped expose corruption at an institutional level within the college, where teachers and the faculty participated in this corruption process and helped the students to copy. So Kundan was asked, he was forced to write to assist the students, and he brought it to our channel News 9, and News 9 has exposed this. We are also joined in by Amit from Basweshwar Nagar.
Hi guys, thanks for taking my call.
Hi Amit, thanks for speaking to us.
I have to congratulate Kundan. It's a really wonderful job he's done. And Dr. Ali, I have met him, I have heard him at Thomas College in Basweshwar Nagar, so I understand his point of view. Just to give you a quick background, I did my BCom from Mumbai. I did my BBA, MBA in the US, and what I see today is just shocking. I mean, like Dr. Ali says, I know I face it every day. Okay, but I think what Kundan has done is something that stand up. Lecturers who are the masters of brains, we are not today. Let's not talk of pain. Let's talk of baby. And I think somebody very
Okay, the audio is not too clear. Thank you, Amit, for joining us with all those details. Amit says he is also aware of all this. Well, the issue is, many people, even if they come across corruption, what happens is they just shut their eyes to corruption. You know, this three monkeys, shutting your eyes, shutting your ears, shutting your mouth. Most of us do it practically. If you see something bad, you just close your eyes to it and avoid the taint of corruption upon yourself. But let it go on. Why bother with it? They don't, do what you have done. You have stopped this by exposing it. So how much of, what would you like to tell all those people who just close their eyes to corruption?
If you don't correct the mistakes, it's your mistakes.
Okay.
So this is what I want to say.
Okay.
This what I have done is not a big deal. This should be exposed much before. If this was done earlier,
if this was done 15 years ago,
15 years ago, or let's say 5 or 10 years ago, or 2 years ago also, it could have benefited so many students.
Then you didn't need a Kundan Singh to
correct,
do it.
I didn't, and I'll be not be sitting here.
Absolutely. Okay, so for those who avoid corruption, who just close their eyes or ears or mouth to corruption, now Kundan Singh says, can you repeat those words once again, golden words?
If you do not correct the mistakes, it's your mistakes.
If you do not correct those mistakes, it's your mistake, he says. Dr. Ali?
Yes, many wise
You're a man championing so many things in society.
Yes.
Among other things, you also help students, you give them talks. Now, what would you like to tell, students on this?
Many wise people have said that if you tolerate injustice, then you are a person who is perpetuating injustice. So here is definitely injustice, because it's not just a question of those few students to whom those chits went, but it is that entire student community who puts in hard work, and then they realize that they cannot compete, they cannot get marks because somebody else cheated and overtook them. The disappointment, the frustration that comes into them.
Absolutely.
The feeling that, you know, it doesn't pay to be honest and we also need to do something about it. So we are pulling down the entire society by these youngsters. These are all people who are 18, 20 years old. They are in their formative stages. Their value systems are being formed. They are going to be the rulers of tomorrow. I think we should really take this seriously, much more than so many other factors. I think this is one factor that should be taken into account. We are all responsible for it, be us parents, because I know of parents who actually support this sort of thing and they say, at any cost, my child should get better this thing. I know of teachers who do it, I know of principals who do it, and I know of managements who do it. But
it's time we just expose them.
That's right.
It's time we expose them and end this rot within the system before it's too late. Now let's listen in to what really is the conversation that took place.
Why we should help anything comment only when we should speak, not in front of others. Because from past 15 years I'm working in this industry. You have to produce the result. The result is not there, they will not give you. They will remove the result. We are working based on the result. Your subject results are not there, immediately they will give you next year. They will not give you. Whatever you are honest or whatever you are Satya Harishchandra, next Xerox also they will not give you. Okay. That is why we are doing this, because we have to eat food, that's why we are doing that. That's nothing else. It's nowhere, because if children get good result to the they will get a next admission. If children are not there, what we are going to eat? Admission is there only, now we will get. So each parent when they come, we have to each student, we have to make them. They will study in home. Okay. Aunties, chairman sir is there now, wife, finance director. Her own sister's daughter is sitting there. Morning they will give a call. It is tough exhibition. So we have to take care of this. Many things are there. As the day goes, we will come. So we are not supposed to comment on these. We don't have any rights to comment on this. We need to produce the research. Our ethics seminar will put it in dustbin and work here because it is their institution. They have invested in terms of crores. They want to take it back and then only they can give us salary. Otherwise we can't. When we run our institution, we will follow our ethics. It is their norms. We have to follow them. That's it. What they will tell, we will follow. That's it. Please. Not to comment on anything. She could not produce a result. So rebuked.
So now you produce them results. How do you feel, when you listen to this conversation, or what is happening within you?
That time I was a little scared when this recording was going on. So I thought and after that when I saw the video I felt happy that thank God it has come and all the conversation has come. And after this conversation was over, I felt that yes, we have done it.
Okay, just can you repeat the conversation? We heard it, but can you tell us the conversation?
Right from the starting?
Yeah, from the starting,
she started like this particular incident cannot be spoken with the public, like what they told with everyone. I just want to say that it is their institution, we have to follow their norms. They are spending crores of rupees. Their chairman's wife's sister's daughter, she is also writing the exam, and we have to take care of her. Okay. And she spoke a lot, and she also mentioned about this. Your ethics and your values and your morals, you put it in the dustbin. We do not care. If you do not produce the results, will be kicked out. This is our bread and butter. We have to do this, and you have no rights to comment on this. As the time passes, you will come to know why we are doing this. And if we are doing this, or if students are passing, if we are producing 100% results, then only we can have admissions in the next year. Otherwise, we'll not have students. So for the admissions, we have to do this.
So they've invested crores of rupees. Now if they invest that crores of rupees in a bank, they get that interest. Let's say if they put it in an FD, they get a certain amount of interest. Even if it is just a savings deposit. They get a certain amount of interest. So they have to earn a little more than that through this. So this cheating is therefore, perhaps if they invested it in real estate, they would have got a certain amount of returns. So they're thinking from a purely bottom line point of view. Their bottom line is how much they are earning. Okay, the ring tone
you are calling is not answering. Please
not
call
answering.
again later.
Okay, we'll try to call again later, but that person we are calling is a very important person. We'll try and call again later. We will not announce the name of the person just now, but we will try again. Well, as you go back to that conversation with the principal, now when you look at it, how do you feel?
Good, motivated. Motivated that I have done something good and I have to do something good. So that's it. So, and earlier I was scared, but now I am not.
Okay.
Because with so much love from the people, I thought we can all unite and we can, as sir told, we can publish blogs and we can all unite and we can try to do this together. Because alone it cannot be done.
Alone it's not possible.
Yes, alone it's not possible. We need to unite and we have to work on this. Well, it's not a small thing.
Okay, Dr. Ali, quickly let me ask you, now that institution that has done this, how have they managed to get those permissions, those yeses from the government? They have to satisfy a lot of procedure.
That's right.
Can you just explain how much
I personally feel that the rot is very, very deep.
Okay.
It does not stop at one place. It's not.
No, can you explain? Let's say to start an institution like this,
yes.
What is the investment? Can you just explain that in perspective so we understand what he's talking about?
Theoretically speaking, the investment is very minimal except for the infrastructure.
Okay.
You are not supposed to be paying very, very huge amounts to start because you're supposed to be a and that's the reason why only non-profit organizations like societies and trusts are given permission. The commercial organization is not given permission to open a college. And theoretically that is true.
So they invest on the land.
Land and buildings.
They invest on the building. Often they do it through the help of loans.
They could take loans, they may have their own assets, they may have a group of people who are contributing. We've had innumerable institutions which have come up through societies and this and that, where so many philanthropists have come forward, they have donated land, they have donated money for the buildings.
Okay.
And those institutions
but in this case, even considering that they paid for the land, they paid for the building, it would have been a few crore rupees?
Yes.
It's a 15-year-old institution.
That's right.
In those days, land was not too expensive.
That's right.
Where's the location of the institution?
It's in, if you go further from the Kiapuram, like Mandur Road.
Mandur Road.
Yeah.
Okay,
nearby to Hoskote.
Near Hoskote, near Mandur. So this is around that stretch. It's easily about an hour's drive from here.
Yes.
So 15 years ago, the lands were not too expensive. Maybe
negligible.
About 5 lakh, 10 lakh per
not
acre. They would have
even
paid.
that much.
How big is the campus?
Campus is quite big. I think
about 4 or 5 acres.
More than that.
10-acre campus.
I think 100 or something maybe.
100-acre campus. Okay. So even if they paid 10 lakh or 20 lakh, they have invested a sizable amount on the land there. And then there is this institution that they have set up. And who's the chairman, may we ask?
T. Venugopal.
Okay. Let's tell you the great chairman is Mr. T. Venugopal. Now he is the man who is at the helm of affairs of this institution, started this institution, and it is a person related to him that the principal was trying to help. And we do not have the details of his wife or his wife's sister or this niece that he was trying to help, but presumably he was trying to help her through the principal. Now the principal was under pressure. Now, obviously, whether she is doing it under duress or whether she is doing it, We do not know that. But there is some amount of coercion that is happening. If she
Correct.
didn't do it, they'll find another one to replace her.
Correct.
Now, this principal has been there for 15 years. And the way she is talking, it means that she has helped out quite a few people, not just this niece.
Correct.
Yes?
Yes,
Naturally?
yes, absolutely. And when you say pressure, I'm sure in 15 years she would have managed to get another job if she was under pressure. She would have moved out with this experience and said that there's something unethical here, so I'd like to move on. Somebody else would have given her a job. The very fact that she has survived there for 15 years very obviously means that she has taken.
She's a willing partner.
That's right.
Sometimes they kill their consciences.
That's
It's like taking hot iron. You've seen what they do with horses? They brand the horses or some of these smaller animals. It's like they brand their consciences with hot iron.
That's right.
So the conscience will not talk anymore.
It will not.
You shut the mouth of conscience, it will never talk again. Wow, it's amazing. Well, we have another caller joining us. Manoj joining us from Koramangala. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please go on.
Morning, Bansi sir.
Yeah,
my morning wishes to Mr. Ali and to Mr. Kundan.
Thank you.
Sir, I've been following your debate right from the time you came on air.
Okay.
I would like to, at this point of time, bring in a very important group into this whole setup. I feel the parents of the roles are very important here, sir.
The parents of
I don't understand how parents are keeping quiet after having come to know such kind of incidents around.
Okay, we hear you. Please go on.
Sir, I would also like to put one more point. Mr. Kundan, he can already, go ahead and form his team by getting the telephone numbers of the callers who are given the call to this present show.
Okay.
So
Surely, we'll do that. We'll do that.
You'll be the first one.
And I would be the first person to stand in the line.
Okay. Awesome.
Sir, actually, I would like to add to this a little bit, because what we are teaching is really important that we have to practice.
Yes.
We we tell the students or everyone about the traffic rules, right?
Yes.
But what we see, we know that we have to wear helmet on the roads. But what do parents do while dropping their children to school? Do they wear all the? I'm not talking about all, but do they wear helmets? Do they follow traffic rules? So we are teaching that yes, follow traffic rules, but what parents are doing or what we are doing, we are not following traffic rules or we are not wearing helmet. So this is what we are saying, we need to follow it. We need to implement that. Then only it can be effective. These are just small examples.
Yes.
Both parents and teachers need to be role models.
Actually, India is one of the few nations in the world where a father or a mother goes around looking for question papers to the photocopy shop, saying, I've heard that there is a question paper with you. Can I get a copy of it? How much do you charge? You know, India is one of the few nations in the world where a parent goes looking for the question paper.
That's right.
I don't think it happens in any other place in the world.
Sad.
You're telling your child, it doesn't matter how you got your 100 marks, get it. Means don't matter. Are we it's quite sad.
Yes, that's what I meant by saying that the malaise is spread all over, whether it's the people who take money to grant permission to these colleges, as you were asking, starting from there, going right down to the parents.
At the end of the day, if we look at ourselves as a civilization, the great Indian civilization, and if you look at the other civilizations across the world, if integrity is compromised, then the civilization itself suffers at some point of time.
That's right. That's right.
So at the end of the day, acts like these, small acts like these, would affect the entire, nation as a whole.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And more so the youngsters. I feel very sad when we are inculcating these things. If the youngster can know that because my uncle is the chairman of the college, I can get away, I'll get an answer paper.
Absolutely.
What type of
No, just look at the other case, Shiv Kumara Swami, the man who leaked the question papers?
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, his son does this leaking
That's
to help his girlfriend.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
The kingpin son,
Yes.
you know, leaks the question paper to help his girlfriend,
Correct.
not even his wife, not even his, fiancée. It's okay. We have another caller joining us. Umakant is joining us from Nagarbavi. Yes, Mr. Umakant.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Kundar, I say congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you.
And very brave act, actually. We all admire him, appreciate him. That's one thing. But your next future, what I am telling, how many people will support you? Maybe so many people can support the college. Nothing has happened big, that thing, this thing. But how many people will support you in future? That's what we have to go and see in this society. So we all support you wholeheartedly for your brave act. So what do you feel
Thank you so much.
about the future, whether in the next institutions, how you will get the response from the institution heads?
Very big question, but I'll get a job. That is not a point.
Absolutely.
Because
there are so many institutions of integrity that will invite you.
Correct. So I'm not worried about my future. What I have to do, I just did. I didn't think anything that time. So I feel with so much of support, I'm definitely I'll not die of. I'll get
starvation. You won't die of starvation.
You are right. There are good rays of hope and everything is there in the society. But still, I was just what's the dark side of the event.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to Mr. Ali Saab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
What do you think? How should we eradicate such things? Because it has grown up like anything already.
Yes. Just because it has grown up doesn't mean that we cannot eradicate it. Yes, it will take longer. Like when an infection gets a little too deep, it takes the doctor that much more time to get it out. But it does not mean that it is not curable. It is 100% curable. And there are many people who stand by it, who understand. There are many excellent parents who know the value of good education for their children. There are excellent teachers, there are excellent managements. Let's all come together. And as you said, there may be a few people supporting this college, but there will only be people who have vested interest. Those are the only people who will support anything of this sort. There will be a small minority, let us ignore them, but make sure that we raise up our voices enough so that this institution is not allowed to go scot-free. Something really comes out of this and an exemplary punishment is given so that others are scared to do such things.
Wonderful, absolutely.
You just came forward and inspired so many lecturers and teachers like you who don't wanted to come forward, but you inspired today all of them. So this act will get further and will get a lot of support and our education will get cleaned up. That's what I hope.
Yes.
And I thank you all once again.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So in fact, it's this is an effect. It takes one spark to ignite the forest.
That's right.
So I only hope you're that spark that has ignited the fire of honesty, of integrity. And I hope this fire sustains.
And it's up to us. It's up to all
It's
of us.
It's up to all of us.
It's up to all of us. All the viewers who are watching this, please raise your voice. Please do not forget this incident as a one-off thing and keep quiet about it. Whether you're a parent, whether you're a student, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a responsible citizen, please use this spark and see that the fire is alive.
Absolutely. Kundan, when you're getting all these responses, did you even dream that you would sit here in the studio, that you would get all these callers, appreciating you, praising you? Did you even dream about it?
No, never. Never I thought I'll be in where I'll be
So,
getting
so,
so
so,
many
so
calls.
when you came here and entered our office the first day, what were your anxieties and concerns?
Will it be successful or no? This was the first question.
Okay.
what will be the problems, how I am going to do this. So all sort of questions were running around.
When did
my
you
mind.
decide to come to us?
It was evening when the principal told me that you need to solve the maths paper. Then I thought enough is enough. So I called a friend of mine who was my classmate. His name is Dev.
Okay.
And Dev, then I got a contact of News 9, and then I contacted, and this is how happened then after
Okay.
that.
So when you came and entered our office, what were your apprehensions?
What to say, but same, the questions were running in my mind, and I have decided that time ki whoever is stopping me from doing all this, because there were many people, many friends who were saying, no, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. First get a job and then you try to do something. First you be settled and then you try to do something. But I just thought ki no, whether I am settled or I am not settled, I have to do this. So this is what I thought, and I came.
What are the fears? What were your fears? Can you tell us all your fears that went through your mind?
Fears was first thing, obviously the job.
Yeah.
And the second thing is
one fear was that you might get killed, caught.
Yeah. The one fear was that I'll be killed and caught. One fear was what will my parents tell. One fear was, will the society help me or will the society societe me? This was one of the fears. And I'll be caught or not. That was the main fear, actually. But
so once they caught you, they can blame you for anything. They can say that you were indulging in any crime, and they could have slapped some charges against you and finished you off. Was there a fear?
It was definitely there.
Okay. So you had some courage that the channel would stand by you.
Yeah.
Okay. But how do you escape from that scenario? You would run.
Yeah.
Any other ways, plans
There
that you
is
thought of?
no other way. I was just thinking in my mind that what I'll do if I am caught, I'll run this side, I'll run that side, or I'll go on the roof or try to shout from there. So there were many, like in my mind, there were a lot of things running around.
So you had several plans.
Yes, how I am going to escape from this place and contact News 9 as fast as possible.
Was News 9 around there somewhere?
Yes, it was there.
A News 9 team was there
News
just
9
around.
team was there, yes.
So in case of a crisis, they would have swung in to action. Okay, so you had that much of a support, but you had your fears nevertheless.
Yes.
Okay. We have another caller joining us, Miss Aishwarya joining us from Coxtown.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm really happy Kundan has taken such an action on that college. I'm just a degree pass out girl. I'm happy for this act that is being happening. I really don't support any colleges who would support this kind of act. I am from St. Anne's pass out girl who really eradicate such things, and they don't encourage all such things happening in my college. As far as I have studied, and I have been, passed out the past 3 years. They don't support such acts. I really want such persons coming out with such an act, like eradicating the complete. This would be a forward step for India to come up in life.
Absolutely.
I mean, they can be successful. Each student can be successful in their line instead of cheating and doing all such illegal things.
Absolutely. So thank you.
I'm really happy for you, Kundan.
Thank you so much.
This shows that you two have I really don't know how to express myself to you, but I'm happy for this act that you've done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. If Kundan writes his blog, please go on his blog and read up, and you can respond to that. So that way you can keep in touch with him. And for those who joined in late, banjaraacademy.org. That's the web address through which you can contact the blog. There you will have more details. By this evening, the blog should be up, and by tomorrow you will be able to read the blog. Thereafter, Kundan plans to have his own blog on any other web address. We will give you details of that. And when you're telling about your plan B, Did you have any kind of panic, fear in all through that from the time you entered with the cameras?
It was always there because whenever
Yeah, what was your level of fear?
I was almost sweating.
You were almost sweating?
Yes.
Okay, the level of fear was on a scale of 10?
Maybe 7 or 6.
6 or 7?
Yeah,
okay.
6 or 7.
Okay.
So whenever I tried to switch on the camera, that was one main problem. That whether it will start recording or no.
Whether it will start recording or no.
Yeah, okay. So I was shivering like anything. So that was one of the fear, that whatever I do, it has to be perfect. And this was just the first time. And for me, it was really difficult. So
what were you telling yourself in those moments?
I can win.
Can you just repeat the conversation in Hindi that you were telling yourself?
मैं जीत सकता हूँ.
Okay, we have Dr. Timegowda, the Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. Dr. Gowda, good morning and thank you for joining us. Now this episode, if you have seen this, let me tell you, this is an institution which has been doing this, and we have caught this on camera. What is your response to this?
Hello.
Hello.
Just now it has come to my notice.
Okay.
We will act on it and take the corrective measures and disciplinary action.
Okay.
And if that is proved, we will cancel the examination center itself, and we will also think of its affiliation.
Wonderful. You will cancel the examination center and its affiliation.
Yeah, we will cancel the examination center. Is there any way you can give me that whatever the video clip is there, if it is transferred to us, passed it on to us,
okay,
we will immediately act on it and we will cancel the examination center. We will shift it to somewhere, some other college, nearby college.
Okay.
And we will also take the college.
Okay. Now, in all this, doesn't the squad, the invigilation squad that you have, work more? Can't you make it work more effectively?
No, we have the sitting squad as well. There is also playing squad. These people also go there and cross-check it. If there are complaints, they again visit there without giving any intimation. In spite of it, if they do it, what else we can do it except either we cancel the research center, we may even disaffiliate the college and shift those students to some other college.
Okay.
Otherwise, there will be other legal aspects, and therefore we have to issue a notice and then cancel affiliation.
Okay.
The shifting of the research center, we immediately do it. That is not a problem.
Okay. You will have to comply with the legal aspects also. You can't summarily do something on a whim. We understand that. Now, in this case, what is the most stringent punishment or penalty that you can, how can you penalize them, this institution?
The stringent action that one can take is the disaffiliating the college.
Okay.
That would be an
Disaffiliating.
extreme step. There will be legal aspects.
Okay.
We have to examine it and take that step. Okay. To begin with, of course, we can shift the examination center.
Okay. Also, can you criminally prosecute them? Can you?
Of course, we do that. We file a case also. That part we do it. The regular feature.
Okay. Because in this instance, since we have done the sting operation, where a young lecturer, Mr. Kundan, has exposed the rot within the system, he has exposed how the principal speaks to him, and all the other, how the principal urges him to help in the copying. Now, if you can consider that as evidence, and can you have the principal arrested? Can you have the chairman penalized or even arrested?
No, we do that. We file the case and ask the police to take this action against the principal also.
Okay.
Only thing is, will you please pass on that information, whatever video clipping you have, to us?
Okay. Now, quickly, I will put the lecturer who did this, I will put him to speak to you. Kundan, if you can explain to the Vice Chancellor what happened.
Yeah, is there any way you can give me a complaint?
He will give you a complaint after this program, but on the program he will explain what happened to you, so you're better aware of what really happened.
Yeah.
Kundan Singh.
Please.
Very good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, on the first day they have sent me for invigilation. And when the exam started in the college, so the principal she came to me. She came to me and she told that please allow the students to copy. Make sure that do not make noise. And after that I was still strict. Then after some time, 1.5 hours or so, they replaced me. They got some other teacher. She helped them to copy. I also heard the voice that she was telling, you can copy, but do not make noise. So these are the words that I heard. And after some time when I am going inside the class, no students are listening to me. What I am saying, one student is taking copy of another one and nicely writing. Everybody is talking to anyone, but they are not listening at all. And when I finish the examination, I speak to ma'am also, ki ma'am, see, I cannot do this. And she says, maths paper you have to solve tomorrow. That was stats paper for BCA. That has to be solved tomorrow at 9:30, and this has to be forwarded to all the students. I told, why madam, this is not good. Then she says, this cannot be spoken in front of everyone, so I'll speak to you about this in later. So next day, the remaining you must have seen in the video itself. What does it say?
Can you give me a complaint explaining all these things with the documentary evidence so that I can immediately act on the principal and the college?
Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, you try to do it immediately. Please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. In fact, the Vice Chancellor will have to act on a written complaint. But I guess, Dr. Ali, the system also responds.
Yes, they can take suo moto action. Even the police can do that when they know that a crime has taken place, when they know that illegal activity has taken place. It is lucky that we have a very courageous lecturer who is willing to give a complaint in writing, but
absolutely,
you don't wait for that. You have to go
But
ahead.
one thing, why I need to give complaint now? Everything is crystal clear. They have everything in front of them.
Okay, why
he is trying to follow the procedure.
He is trying to follow a procedure.
Yes.
Okay. It shouldn't be like the college tells at some point that the Vice Chancellor, started this action against me. So there is a complaint. It shows that there is an incident, that there is a person who exposed it, and this is the incident. And following this complaint, we are acting.
Okay.
So there is a system, a procedure to be followed.
Yes.
We are still living under the law, so the law will have to be satisfied.
Yes.
Okay.
But
so
I hope justice is done speedily. That is
very,
very
absolutely
important. As he said, he can immediately shift the exam venue. He said that he can do. I hope he follows that up.
Absolutely.
So that the rest of the exam, the rest of the students don't get this thing.
Absolutely.
And then he speeds up the rest of the procedure.
Absolutely. So the point Dr. Ali made is very important. Justice should be done speedily. It can't be done after a period of 7 years or 10 years or after 20 years. It has to be done now. Because in all this, justice, this is the most important thing. People wait for justice.
Yes.
And when justice is done, you're satisfied. That the system has acted. It has punished the guilty. What kind of justice are you looking for, Kundan Singh?
I am looking for like the college first should be closed.
The college should be closed.
But the student should not be affected.
The student should not be penalized.
Yes. Students should be transferred to some other college so that they don't have to suffer.
Absolutely.
And examination center, as you told, it has to be sifted. And apart from this, I want that Bangalore University should strengthen their squad system, so that they should have a number of squads.
Would you like to join the squad on the Bangalore University?
Sure. Definitely. Definitely, I would love to.
Because now with this expertise, I'm sure you need that fire in your belly to catch an institution that cheats.
Correct.
So that's a good idea. Okay, we have on the phone line, we are joined in by Miss Matthew, who is former controller of the examinations at Mount Carmel's. Mount Carmel is a deemed university.
No, it's an autonomous college.
Autonomous college. Okay. Miss Matthew, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
How would you respond to this? Have you been watching this on camera? Have you been watching this?
Once you have been watching this. Yes, I've been watching this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Congratulations to Kundan Singh. Now, what I'm worried about is I heard that his certificates originals are still there.
Oh, your certificates, the originals are still with the institution.
Yeah.
With the institution. Has he got an appointment letter from them? Generally, private colleges don't give.
Yes, I've got an appointment letter, madam.
Okay, then I think one thing that you have to do is this must be a mafia.
Can you repeat it, madam, please?
I think there's a mafia here, so you have to be really careful.
Okay. Okay, I'll make sure I'm careful.
Yeah, and first thing, get your originals from the institution.
Okay. Okay, madam.
Let your tribe increase. Let your tribe increase.
Absolutely.
Okay, ma'am.
Let the numbers of Kundan Singhs increase.
Yes.
Let there be one Kundan Singh in every cheating institution.
That's right.
Yeah. And one thing that the institutions can do.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, please continue.
See, students copying among themselves is a different issue.
Yes.
They are, anxious, they may do it, but a teacher helping them is absolutely wrong.
Reprehensible.
Correct.
Absolutely. So, thank you for that advice. Try and get your original mark certificates from the institution back so that you are, not penalized in any way, so they don't punish you. Okay, by destroying that. Well, any other tip you would like to give him, Miss? Okay, so thank you for joining us with all those details. Miss Matthew, who is former controller of examination at the Mount Carmel College, which is an autonomous college. Okay. Now, this institution, can you tell us a little bit on this institution? What is the name of the institution, the college? How did he?
Sri Sai Satyanarayan Degree College.
Okay, this institution is called Sri Sai Satyanarayana Degree College. Now, this college was started about 15 years ago and is located in Mandur. What is the strength of the college?
They are having, I think, 7-8 branches in Bangalore now.
7-8 branches.
Yes, one is in Banaswadi, one is in Anikal coming up.
Okay.
So there are many branches in Bangalore.
Okay.
And when the policies and everything, whatever they are following, first I became very happy that they are strict with the lecturers also, because first day when we went out, there were 3 lecturers sitting, and we were discussing that how is the college is going to be like, and what are the various rules and regulation. All these things were discussion. So the principal came to me and she told, see, this is a private institution, we cannot talk here, we need to work. And just like a students will be shifted from each other, like they do not talk or something in the class, she made us sit at different places and she gave us some work, documentation work. So I felt like, wow, this is the place where I need to work. Like, no time for chit chat, no time for anything, just do your work and finish and go.
This is even better than VET.
Yeah, this VET. So never I thought that they will come up with these things. And thank God that teachers were absent that day and I have to go and do the invigilation.
Okay, thankfully the regular invigilators were absent that day. That is almost providential. And Kundan Singh had to invigilate, and that is the reason why he came out with the details of the corruption. Any other? Okay, we have a caller joining us. Edward is joining us from Whitefield. Yes, Mr. Edward.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We want to salute the brave Kundan Satyapal Singh.
Kundan Satyapal Singh. Yes.
Yeah.
You know him personally?
Thank you so much.
No. I gave that Satyapal because he is really
Kundan Harishchandra Singh.
yeah. As earlier, Mr. K. Mathai
Okay.
was transferred for 29 times
Okay.
for a good cause.
Absolutely.
So he has done great and wonderful work so that in near future, all the children who are being indulging in this or the supporters who are helping them to do that, I think where are we heading towards?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for joining us with your thoughts. It's very encouraging when you receive that kind of a support. Meanwhile, we slip into a short break. Stay tuned.